Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and we've returned back to our wonderful Let's Play of Steins Gate. Now today we have just parted way from, I forgot her name now, Kabashi Kurusha, whatever her name is, red-haired girl, very brave, very smart, 18-year-old girl who just presented at a conference about an absurd concept of time travel. Right. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yakabashi Shrine. I need to get exorcised. I seriously doubt that Mikasa Kurusha at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, this isn't our blood. Yakabashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kananda. To find it, enter the very first side of a road after crossing Manamishi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kananda Myuji is the more famous shrine in Abida, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you can easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of chichijas from the few trees growing here. Hello. It's Oakley. Da da da. There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Mika Atoro, Ashura Bri Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace, lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. But there's a surprise to all this. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. Good afternoon, Aboki-shan. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes, but he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning, but he's a guy. It's almost it's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside, but he's a guy. I think we get the message, mate. Okay. Damn, Chichitas won't shut up, but he's a guy. Lukaku, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukaku. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Abaki's pedestrian haven. It also so happens that Lukaku and Mayuri are classmates. I learnt that fact from earlier. Lukaku's taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes. You mean demon sword? Samandari? Correct. I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power. Oh yeah, you bought it at Blayward, right? I think you said it cost 980 yen? Don't say another word anymore and they will come to silence you. They're gonna silence me. Thanks for worrying about me, Okabe. But who are they? I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukaku, are you making sure to practice with I don't know how to pronounce that name. Samidari, like I told you. Yes, I do practice swings once a day. As long as you carry a master that sends you down a school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samandari may be an imitation sword. Imitation sword, okay, there we go. Imitation, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. My voice is going today. And it was on sale for only 980 yen. Thank you, Obaki-san. It was a wonderful present. My name isn't Obaki. It's Okabe. I'm sorry, Kyori-san. As long as you understand, now speak the words. Elsai Konglu? No, not Konglu, Kongru. Elsai Kongru! Yes, Elsai Kongru. Did I get that right? Lukaku smiles happily as I nod. Thank you. Such a lovely smile, but he's a guy. Such a beautiful master-disciple relationship. Miyoshi's not a Fujushi, but she's getting a little excited. Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such things. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship, I, Hōōin Kyōma, have gone to great lengths to teach Lukaku about the evil conspiracies that rule the world, and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samandari as part of that training. Looks aside, Lukaku is very obedient and hard-working. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri? I came to see Luka-can, sorry. Kamima's coming out next month, and I wanted to cosplay as Kari-can for Rainet, but he won't say yes. Excuse me. But cosplay, that's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you look great in it. The phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know. Come on, make your cosplay debut. Dealt. I don't know how to pronounce that word. D-E-B-U-T. I'm such an idiot. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far. But it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. As it looks like she's chosen Lukaku as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukaku has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later. But it's really important to Miyushi. It's really important to Miyushi. To her. And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukaku, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism. An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad. Please wait. No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kunda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual. The usual? You mean Samandari? No. Who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's a stick with the zigzaggedy paper fleenies that a priest does a shaky thingy with. That sounds really dumb, Okabe. Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri. Oh, the Usa. but I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him. Lukaku makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out from her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure. Well, time for me to go back to work. Do your best. You going straight home afterwards? Yep. Mayuri lives in Akibaruka, Bakuro. Japanese town names are really complicated to my mouth to know what to say. She comes to Abaka by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Akibaruka too. But I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. See you tomorrow. I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off. Wait, Mayuri, back at Radican, you heard a man scream, right? You heard a man scream, right? Scream? Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. When was that again? This afternoon. I don't think I heard anything. Oh, well, alright. Okarin's a weirdo. Bye bye. Da, da, da. I love when she says that. It's so calming. Mayuri leaves this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. Thanks for waking up, Abaka-san. Lukaku returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white exactly thing I asked for. Dad let me board it, thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave? Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, Lukaku. Okay, but do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway? Yeah, Lukaku is frustrated. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine. It's the evil spirit in my arm. I grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit. Hurry, Lukaku. It's trying to take over. No way. Please hang in there, Abaki-san. I'm not Abaki-san. I'm sorry, Kyōma-san, but what should I do? The exorcism. Hurry, just do it, like I told you. Okay. My, very serious look upon there. With a serious look on his face, Lukaku grasps the uinso with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive, I taught him well. His face is red and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward. Amateur. Please, Luka, expel this spirit from me. I don't want to kill you. Lukaku starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made him a frail girl cry, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukaku's managed to work up his resolve. Hear me, evil spirit. He raised the unsen up high, shaking it left and right. Please leave from Obaki. I mean Kiyoshi-san. Kyole means... Oh, that's great. Now strike my arm with those zigzags. The tip of it also touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of Cicadas. Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. It looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukaku. Lukaku sighs in relief and blushes. I'm glad I was able to help. His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. After I get back to the lab... Hold on. Let me just save real quick. Yes. I was meant to not have to do this again, but computer wants me to do it otherwise. No, what really happened was I tried to shut down Steins Gate in full screen mode, but then the CPU corrupted, and then somehow I need to shut down the computer, reset the CPU, and then go back in the game, and now we're back here. It's not a long process, but it corrupted my recording file, so therefore I had to restart this recording again, which I don't mind doing. It did take a while to get to that point initially. Anyways, back to the game. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Brewing Tube workshop for repairs. Daro and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare of the gigantic CRT in the centre of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you can get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT. I think an old CRT would be good for history lessons as to how the LCD came about in the first place. It's like prerequisite, or its predecessor, as it were. Hello, my friend. Yo, what's up, Obaki? Sitting in front of me of this huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building, Tenuchi Yugo. I call him Mr. Brawn. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. What's up? That TV you gave me broke, that's what. I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? I barely managed to set this heavy TV down to the counter. Love. You gotta treat him with love. A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. Don't be harsh. Any man can find love. Any woman for that matter as well. Anyone can find love. Let's just put it at that. Let's not categorize it as men or women, but anyone. Okay? It sends shivers down my spine. I need repairs I'll need repairs post haste. Man, why do you always talk like that? Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? The crowds in the market think quickly at night. All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Unless you have a fancy of being impaired, Rintarō, I suggest you kind of quieten it down a little bit. Don't be calling my little girl chipmunk, you hear? The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl, slyly making a peace sign at a camera. One might assume this muscle-bound guy to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs, or is it the other way round? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nay, you're dead. That's it, Nay. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we I mean Mayuri, since she's the only girl Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed that she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again shivers down my spine. Sorry. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I'll be surprised if this place were actually making any money. I ain't a customer. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. There might be just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it. Really? Well, then by all means. Hold on, I'll get you an estimate. Oh come on, he's giving you a smile. You can at least be happy about that. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yes, so what? Never said I'd service it for free. Curse you. You have some gall to say that after forcing a half-broken piece of junk upon us. Oh, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back, but I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal. Extortion. You dare cheat the man who very may well change the future of mankind. Huh? Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You've got some nerve to be back talking when I'm letting you rant to the second floor for next to nothing. You shall have your money, Mr. Braun. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I heard the door open. Ah, hello there, girl. If you don't notice, or if you haven't watched the anime, this girl is actually quite a major part of the Steins Gate story. You'll learn in due course. Much sooner than you may realise. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. What's up? Everything around just goes white. Tsunuchi. Suddenly time stops. It feels like someone activated the world. Those yellow eyes are quite intimidating, don't you think? The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously? Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or do I say his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat. I called earlier. I'm Amani, I believe it is. And just like that, the time starts moving again. Oh, so you're the kid for the job interview. I'm Tanuchi, the manager. A job interview? This young woman? You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Braun Tube workshop with this filthy old manager? You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent? My words are but the truth, but I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea the Braun Tube workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help. Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job. The girl looks a little embarrassed. The boss refused at first, but I won't take no for an answer. Good, that's very adamant of you to say so. Very determined. They're honestly surprising. Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady. Oh, thank you. She looks like she's a bit nervous now from looking at her expression. Looks like we're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hadn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right. What was your name again? Amani Shizuka. Age? 18. Same as me. Student? No. She shakes her head. Why do you want to work here? Because I love CRTs. Hired. You start tomorrow. Just like that. You are hired by just simply saying that you love CRTs. I wonder if there's any other examples of that where this sort of love for a certain kind of item comes into play. Right, age, occupation, ethnicity. Do you like the sort of theme that I sell here? Okay, you're hired! Wait, what? Is this some kind of joke? Are we on camera? But thanks, boss. Shasuha. Finally, Amani Shasusa seems to relax. Then she looks at me. Who are you? You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy. Countless women have learnt my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America, Claudie in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger. Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass. he's actually quite correct on that one. He's got a point. He does pull things out of somewhere. Somewhere disgusting. He just doesn't understand my pain. This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Obaki Rintarō. My name is not Obaki, it's Hōōin. Quit it, or I'll raise your rent. I'm Obaki Rintarō. Just like, oh. Good. The girl stands up, places her head on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression. I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Obaki Rintarō, let me know. I can help with stuff like that. Huh? Stuff like what? If necessary, I can hurt them so badly they'll never bother you again. Mr. Browen, I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in the Bucky's head. It is? You just keep thinking that. But someday the world will kneel before me. And then Amani Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye. So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip. Trend? I don't think so. Thank you very much. We're here. Mail. I've got a mail. Lukaku. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I worried something might have happened to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of it, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings or a surrendary. Reply. Don't worry, thanks to your exorcism, my right hand has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. Good. Okay. What the heck? That is a lot there. There's something to do with an image coding of sorts. I don't know. First outbox as well. Good. So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Udibashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check a channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon of Maki Kurusa's stabbing, but turns up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads with someone claiming to be John Tita. Wait, John Tita is back? John Tita appeared on American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveller. He claimed to be he's claimed to have travelled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. He claims started quite a storm amongst the BBS dozens. Tita also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Jacob disease, for example. To prove that he was from the future, he explains the principles behind his time machine and proved pictures of its operational manual. But after about 4 months he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right, but on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why to this day most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveller. So after 10 years of silence, the same Tita is now on the Japanese BBS. Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Tito is American, yet now he's posting on at channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. Okay, so we're only going to read the ones that are authored by John Tito himself. Although John Tito is somebody actually who we've already met within the story, but I'll let you guys know of that outcome when time comes, which is obviously going to be much later down the line. I didn't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time machine technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth could acquire one. Nothing to say of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, there is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does this LOL mean? I came here to change my past. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to this world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free, but you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from Stern technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. Quite limited indeed. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dare opposes them is eliminated. There are no trials. Very, very powerful indeed. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. This has been debunked. This world has a divergence. Now, what it means by divergence is that percentage figure that we saw at the very first bit of the game, where it had a lot of light bulbs and each light bulb had a number in it. 0. something 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 something. Where in the beginning it was actually 1. something 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 something. But because it has a 0.571024 percentage, that means that the text that Hōōin Kyōma sent to Daru during the time in which the satellite landed on the rooftop, not crashed, landed, changed the outcome of this forever until there is actually a method in Hōōin's madness to be able to reverse it back to its original divergence. So this world has a divergence of 0.571024 compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line, it would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution, That hasn't changed since 2036. It's possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. John Tito again. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly breaching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world's timeline. But if you were to murder, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.00002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that will cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick this up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there haven't been a site dedicated to John Titor for years now. Yeah. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I read on other books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on that channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone will fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response to be the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has ever mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titors posted on our channel. I can't find a single trace of a Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre, this just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is the search engine filtered? I tried searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization's conspiracy? These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dug my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I'll send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By Maid Queen, he means Maid Queen plus Nayan 2, a maid's cafe. Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his bean too. Maybe he can choose between 2D and 3D maids. Maid Queen is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from there, take a left at there crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm heading now. It's usually busy in Abaka during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they can keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. Lots of people here. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are completely shut and sealed with yellow police tape. We're here in Abaka. We're here in Akihabara the day after the unexplained satellite crashed. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origins are still under investigation. We're told it cannot be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of a police line, and there are nearly twice as many onlookers and reporters. Enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder why they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised it's still there. Or something along the lines. I skipped that text too early. Today, like always, Ataku are shopping for Denoji, importing games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radigan, it's the same as any other day. Excuse me. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. Hi there. Lab number 008 in some future time. And there in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organisation is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Wait. She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Hey, you have a phone camera. Wait, please wait. Hi, you seem to have finally grasped my attention. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures. Are you with the organisation? Vogue lady. She completely ignores my objection. Her social skills are not that adequate for busy streets or any sort of situation. She communicates with texts because that's the fastest way she can actually communicate in her circumstances. She completely ignores my objection, and then she goes back to looking at her phone. Answer my question. Are you with the organisation? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. Possible organisation spy. You're not. Probably not organisation spy. The name just changes every time we speak to her. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organisation will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Lady ignoring me. Is she even listening? Sorry. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. If I upset you... She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down at all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologise, I need you to delete that photo. I was shooting the scenery. Her fingers dance around her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery, you're a tourist? Or is she one of those people who claim to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me. It's proof of where I was today. You're a strange lady. Strange lady apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. What were they called? My name, Mocha. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo. I have a question for you, may I? First, the photo. There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What is she talking about? Wait a minute, don't tell me. There's a brilliantly but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld. Gah. I've remembered. I've remained in this part of town for too long. I need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad, but... The Phantom Retro PC. Huh? Retro PC. She replies with a nod or something like a nod. They say there's one in Akihabara. Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved but also disappointed. Anyway, this is the first time I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC. A Retro PC, you like a 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake. No, this. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. The IBM 5100. It looks kind of familiar. Yep. Very rare. An IBM 5100. That's the computer John Tita tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think. You've seen one? No. I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of Steins Gate. Know anyone who might know? Okay, you just spilled the beans there, my man. For goodness sakes. Sorry about the microphone. You just spilled the beans there by saying that. Daru probably knows more about it. He's my favourite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6 mainframe. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down and open our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I suppose I'm meeting with Maid Queen. I don't have time to stand here and chat with some crazy lady I don't know. I think you're going to find that this is not going to be an easy task, my man. Well, I'm off, lady. Media scrum in moderation. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I could disappear into the crowd. Oh my. What are you doing? Your email. Please. What are you after? The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why can't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I refuse. I will never give up Daru. I slip past her and start walking faster. But I glance back. And she's still there. She's following me. I pick up the pace. But she's still chasing me. No, she now has a slight sadness to her face. Stop following me. Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me she took. Grr, you still haven't deleted it? Tell me, and I'll delete it. You dare blackmail me. Who do you work for? I attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective. She hesitates for a second. Work part-time at Arc Rewrite. What's that? An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Well, with her typing speed, I am pretty sure that she will be able to do that very well. Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission? Don't you? The mad scientist of Akihabara unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all of the organization will need to turn Akihabara into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well, I accept the terms. Anyways, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I'll put up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed. Oh dear. Of course. This woman is an Esper. I doubt her. I doubt her power. Shining finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all but 5 seconds. Name? Hōōin Kyōma, mad scientist. Look, if you don't get his name right because of the way he pronounces, just put mad scientist in your phone. Mocha. How is it spelt? First, holy for phoenix, then in, and then finally Kyōma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. Huh? Holy, yeah, okay, I think I repeated my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the empire of Hōōin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Like this? Hōōin Kyōma. Kyōma. So obviously it sounds like it starts with a K, and she works for the editorial company. Oh well. What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? She lowers her head a little more, an apologetic bow, I guess. Just hand your phone to me, I'll enter it. Nah. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen, my friends. Look at that stern look on her face. She's just like overprotective of her phone. Don't you dare steal my precious. Aww. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands, as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might. What does she think? What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot already, so I enter her shining finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. It's just to give her my name. I already put her in my contracts. Just send a blank email to Shining Finger. She's frowning while looking at her own cell phone. It just gives a occasional but very momentarily glare at us, and then she glances it my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name, but regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. This I've got no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words, and then I get away from her as fast as I can. Aww. Welcome back, Meister. Ah, 2 cat girl maids. I open door to the May Queen Maid Cafe, and 2 familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles. It's Okabe. Ah, she's here. One of them is Mayuri, but here she's called Mayuri Nana. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. So I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. 24 times a year. Actually, I've never been here to any other. I've never been to any other maid cafe. Welcome back, Okabe. After bowing again, Mayuri grasps as she thought of something. Hey, Okabe, Mayuri just noticed something. Welcome back and Okabe go really well together. No, welcome back and Okabe go really well together. Whatever. Aw, I just got that. Hello. It's great that you came here, Kyōma. The other maid who came to greet me, Ferris, her professional name, of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute girl-like gestures. She's May Queen's most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. Daroniya is here too. He's been waiting now. Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. He often reads her public blog. Okay. Fine, I got an email. I asked Mayuri-chan about what it is that you're fighting against, but she just laughed and didn't answer. What should I do? I want to help Kiyoshi-chan. You don't need to know. Not yet, eventually. If Steins Gate chooses, you will learn the truth whether you're ready or not. Okay, thank you very much for that note. And from that note, folks, we're going to end off this episode here. So, thank you very much for watching to this point, and we shall see each other within the next time of Steins Gate. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.